Good morning. No, we got to do better than that. We celebrating the day. Good morning.
Good morning.
Excellent, excellent. So my name is Gary Alberry, and I serve as the Dean of Student Success and Equity at Laney College, as well as the EOPS Director. It is truly an honor and pleasure to be here in community with you all today as we celebrate such an important milestone in the lives of our students. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge our campus leadership, advisory board members, and trustees who may be joining us today. If you are present, please stand so we can recognize you, and thank you for your continued leadership, support, and commitment to our students in the Laney College community. Any other folks? No? All right. I also want to acknowledge our faculty, staff, families, friends, and loved ones who are here celebrating with us today. Your support, encouragement, and belief in our students help make this moment possible. Could I ask staff from Laney College, counselors, to please stand to be recognized? All right. On behalf of our president, Dr. Becky Upsada, and the entire Laney College family, welcome to the annual EOPS, CARE, CalWorks, and Next Up graduation luncheon. Today's theme, Honor, Legacy, and Embrace Our Future, really speaks to what this moment is about. It's about recognizing the sacrifices, struggles, and journeys that helped bring each of you to this day, while also embracing the opportunities, goals, and impact that still lies ahead. To our graduates, I want to say this clearly: you did it. You did it. Congratulations. All the long nights, early mornings, sacrifices, challenges, and moments where you had to keep pushing even when things felt difficult. You stayed committed to your goals. Your perseverance and determination brought you to this moment, and today we celebrate all that you've accomplished. Again, congratulations. Take a moment to turn to your family, friends, or simply think about someone who helped you get to this point. Someone who supported you, encouraged you, checked in on you, or reminded you to keep going. If that person is here today, turn to them, say thank you, because none of us get to moments like this alone. So we're excited to celebrate you all today. So sit back, relax, enjoy this delicious food we have for you, and truly take in this moment because you've earned it. All right? So at this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Carolyn Cornelius, who serves as our Next Up counselor, to come forward to introduce our keynote speaker, who I'm truly excited for you all to hear from. Ms. Carolyn.
Let's see.
Good morning. I am truly grateful to be here today. And I am so honored to introduce the Honorable Judge David Krashner. Judge Krashner was elected to the Alameda County Superior Court in 2000, where he served with distinction in juvenile, criminal, and civil courts. Prior to his election, he was appointed as a commissioner for the Alameda County Superior Court in 1992. Before joining the bench, he worked in private practice, specializing in criminal defense, civil rights law, and personal injury. Although he retired from the court in 2015, he continues to serve as an assigned judge. To date, he has served in 16 counties and about 25 courthouses throughout California. Judge Krashna earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Notre Dame in 1971 and his Juris Doctor from the University of California, Berkeley School of Law in 1974, where he serves as a law professor. I had the pleasure of meeting Judge Krashna in January of 2020. We both arrived early for the Linda Hand Foundation annual board meeting. He was serving on the advisory board, and I was a guest, just visiting to learn more about the organization. When I introduced myself and shared that I was a part-time counselor at Laney College EOPS, serving current and former foster youth, Judge Krashna shared something deeply personal. He and his 4 brothers were removed from an abusive home in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, and placed in St. Paul's Orphanage in Pittsburgh. After aging out of the orphanage, they were welcomed into the home of an extraordinary foster mother, Miss Annie Mae Sanford, residing in the Pittsburgh housing projects. Judge Krashna remains profoundly grateful to Miss Sanford, to his social worker, Mr. George Wagner, and to the Irish Catholic nuns, priests, and lay teachers who nurtured him and inspired his love for Notre Dame. While at Notre Dame, Judge Krashna was deeply engaged in student leadership, civil rights, and social justice. He made history as the first African-American student body president. On May 5th, 1970, he led the university's first and only student body strike in response to the escalation of the Vietnam War in Cambodia. Notably, unlike many throughout the country, the strike was nonviolent and true to the Notre Dame character, an accomplishment he remains immensely proud of. In a remarkable full circle moment, Judge Krashna and I recently realized that our connection dates back even further, to 1999. As a presiding judge of the Alameda County Felony Drug Court, he referred some offenders to the Laney College Project Bridge program to learn basic skills. That same year, I began my counseling career as the Project Bridge counselor, tracking and reporting student progress back to the court. It is a powerful reminder of how our paths can intersect long before we realize it. It is truly an example of honoring legacy and embracing the future. Today, Judge Krashna and I continue to serve our community together through the Linda Hand Foundation, where we co-coordinate and facilitate the Youth Action Team program. He also serves as chair of Pastoral Council at the St. Benedict Parish in Oakland, where a predominantly African-American parish. Judge Krashna and his wife, Gina, who joins us today, are proud parents of 4 children and grandparents to 10 grandchildren. Together, they enjoy walking, dancing, and traveling. Please join me in warmly welcoming the Honorable Judge David Krashna.
Thank you so much. My friends, I give all honor, praise, and thanks to God. I also thank the Dean Albury, for agreeing to allow me to be the keynote speaker today. My Lee, thank you and your staff for these wonderful gifts you gave Gina and I, including this hat, which I love. It covers my bald head. I was going to take it off, but I'm going to keep it on, all right? And Miss Carolyn, your introduction is going to be better than my speech. Trust me. Okay, so thank you so much. Well, Gina Krashna, one of our photographers here, we actually have 7 children together. And again, 10 grandchildren. And she likes photography. She likes to make jewelry. She's bilingual. Fairly nice person as well. Did I say that right, Gina? Yes. Okay, all right, very good. Well, listen, first and foremost, congratulations. I'm just so proud of you, and I don't even know you. And I'm looking forward to hearing the 3 speakers, the student speakers, to talk about their journey, their story. When I was preparing for this presentation, which, Dean, I am honored to do, by the way, I just want to make sure you're clear about that. I spoke to a number of friends, and one friend, a parishioner at St. Benedict's. Anyone go to St. Benedict's? Anyone out there? All right, then fine. Okay, good. All right, we're going to talk, man, all right, before we, okay. One parishioner immediately said, and she didn't know anything about any of you, and I don't know a whole lot about you either. She said, every one of them have a story. Every one of you have a story. And you came through these remarkable programs with these remarkable counselors, and you're here and you're graduating. Congratulations to all of you. Now, while you're clapping, let me tell you that I've seen some amazing plays in my life. Les Miserables on Broadway, Phantom of the Opera in San Francisco. I've heard great singers in South Side of Chicago. Nina Simone, if you remember her. Okay, Lou Rawls. And Miss Carolyn, just this last Saturday, there was a young man who I asked in our workshop, I asked the whole group, I said, do you know who Claudette Colvin is, any of you? And I've asked this question for 11 years in my law school class, and not one of these remarkable, bright, brilliant students from throughout the world knew who Claudette Colvin was. And this young teenager, I won't give his name, young teenager knew who Claudette was. And if I don't go too long, I'll tell you who Claudette Colvin is if you don't know who she is. So I was so impressed. And I gave him an ovation, and because I was standing, it was a standing ovation. Friends, this is a celebration like the dean said. I invite all of you to stand up and give each other a standing ovation. Thank you very much. And in preparation for this great occasion, I did a little bit of research, and I wanted to know some famous Laney College graduates. And of course, I saw the congressperson, the mayor of Oakland, Ron Dellums, and I knew John Beam already, and other people, artists, etc. Then I came across somebody who I was most affected by, her story. And this person graduated from Laney in your programs in 2021. A young mother, and she's still young, very much still young, mother of 4 young children, and her husband was deported, and she was beginning Laney College. And she just happened to meet a professor here at Laney College, and she didn't tell me who it is, nor do I need to know at this point. And she said that this professor kind of detected that she was kind of down and out. And she shared with this angel professor that maybe she was not going to be able to continue at Laney because of all the pressure she had, financial, etc., being the sole breadwinner for her young family. But she was told about the EOPS program, the CURE program, and CalWorks, and she decided to stay. Now, it was the famous American writer, and you know who this person is, a humorist, and that was Mark Twain. He said a number of things. And one of the things that he said was, Courage is the resistance to fear, the mastery of fear. Not the absence of fear, not the absence of fear, not the absence of fear, because we all have fear. We have fear of maybe not being able to pay our bills, not able to pay those gasoline prices. Fear that I'm an undocumented immigrant and I may be deported. Fear about what's going on in our world. So there's no absence of fear, but you figure out some way to deal with fear. Now, I deal with fear by prayer. Okay, that's out there, and we can talk more about prayer later. I'm going to talk to that gentleman in the white hat and all that about that later. So it's not the absence of fear. We all have fear, and we have to deal with it if we have courage. Elizabeth Hernandez had courage. She now works in the admissions and records department of Peralta, the Peralta district. I'd like to introduce you to her. Elizabeth, would you stand up, please? Thank you, Elizabeth, and thanks for joining us. It's so nice to meet you. And you see, she is still young, right? Very much so. So, here you are. All of you have your stories, and you probably have similar stories. One of the things Elizabeth told me at lunch, she said, you know, some people have it worse than me. But that's the kind of person she is. She realizes that. But her overcoming fear is her legacy. If I leave a transition in life before Gina crashed my wife, and that's probably not going to happen, what will her legacy be? That she is, not was, is a child whisperer. You know what a dog whisperer is, right? Calms down dogs and everything. She calms down children. Children love her. That's her legacy. Each of us has a legacy. We're honoring it today. We're also going to embrace the future. And when Miss Carolyn, I made sure I got up here before she left, I wanted to embrace her because I was so appreciative of what she said. And even though I know my history, I actually started crying when she said in her own way that we were taken out of an abusive home, put in an orphanage, which was the best thing that could have happened to us then, and then later went into foster care. I actually cried. So thank you very much for that. That's part of my legacy and everything else that she said. I feel that every day I'm trying to embrace the future. And what does that mean? And how do we each do that? There's a famous quotation, a favorite quote of mine, by a white abolitionist during the Civil War era. His name was Edward Everett Hale, the grandnephew of Nathan Hale, who you know as the American spy who was killed by the British during the Revolutionary War. And also he is the nephew of Edward Everett, and he was a great orator at the time of the Civil War, probably the greatest orator of his time. And he was invited to the Gettysburg celebration after the great celebration by the Union Army during the Civil War. And we're told, history says he spoke for 2 hours and it was a great speech, but none of us remember it. But what do we remember? Abraham Lincoln's speech, which as a little boy I had to memorize, 70 years ago our forefathers brought forth on this, et cetera, et cetera. And he only spoke for 1 minute and 52 seconds. Just a remarkable situation. So how do you embrace the future? Well, this reverend, this abolitionist, one of his great quotes was, "I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do." And I think about that every day. What can I do? Okay, I'm a judge, and I'm a member of this new group of 180 of us throughout the state. We're trying to deal with what's going on in this country about the invasion of the rule of law, the infringement of separation of powers, threats to judicial officers, etc. Now, I can do that. You probably can't do that until you become a judge, and hopefully there's some judges coming up here. But what can you do? I can't do some of the things you can do. As a still judge, I can't fundraise, for example. Can you fundraise to help out individuals? Do you have neighbors in your neighborhood who are afraid to go outside because even though they want to get their papers ready, they're undocumented immigrants, they don't want to go out of the house because if they go to immigration court, what's going to happen to them? ICE is probably going to detain them and take them away. If you know these people, do you want to say, can I go grocery shopping for you? Can I help you out in some way? We're going to see unhoused people probably as soon as you leave here. Can you at least say hello to them? If you don't want to give them money outright, you want to say, can I buy you some food? Think about exactly how you can help others. Okay, my foster mother. I have to tell you one foster mother story. Okay. Wonderful person, Anna Mae Stanford, a widow. She took us in the 1950s, a single African-American mother, a woman, took us into the housing projects of the Hill District. Think Compton, think Harlem, okay? Hill District of Pittsburgh. And she just loved us. We never called her mom, though. We always called her Mrs. Sanford. And I would rub it in. I call her Anna Mae sometimes, Anna Mae Sanford. And she had another young person, another boy in the house, and we figured this was her natural son from her marriage. It turned out this was another foster child, another black boy, 5 of us. Well, this little black boy, he was kind of tough to deal with because I didn't like to go out and play. I liked to read. I just read all the time. And I had a great possession, in addition to my hat now, my Laney hat. My great addition was my library card. It cost me nothing. And I can go to the library and get all the books that they would allow me to get. They only gave you certain amounts, and I'm sure I asked for more. I just read all the time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed visiting Japan, in India, Rome, Dublin, Ireland. I read about Harriet Tubman, Jackie Robinson, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth came to our orphanage one time. I wasn't there at the time, but he came one time. So this is what I like to do. And at one point, my foster mother must have got real tired of seeing me being under her in the house while all the other children are out. So one day she said, David, you take your black ASS out there and play with those other children. And she didn't spell out that word, okay? She did not spell out that word. So what did I do? I took my book, found a tree with some shade, and kept reading outside. So with hope, you can think throughout your day and throughout your life those things that you can do and not refuse to do the things that you can do. My friends, you and I are only one. But we are one. We cannot do everything, but we can do something. Please, do not refuse to do something, to do the something that you can do. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you very much for having me. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge Grasna, for taking the time to be with us today, for sharing your inspiring story and the incredible work that you have done within our communities. Your presence means so much to all of us and to our graduates. So my name is Miley. I'm EOPS coordinator. For the past 15 years at Laney College, I have had the honors to work alongside with students who have grown overcome challenges, and achieve their goal. As a former EOPS student workers and a first generation in college who have came here alone and learned English as a second language, I understand what it is to face unfamiliar spaces, to face uncertainty, but still keep going despite those obstacles. Okay, so as the saying goes, success is not final, failures is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that count. And today, it's about that courage, that persistence, and that belief in yourself, even though it's not easy. To all of our graduates, your story matters. Right, Niza? And today we will get to hear some of those incredible stories. Okay, so it is now my pleasure to have one of our counselors who work closely with the students and have witnessed these incredible growth, so that she can introduce our student speakers. So let's welcome on stage Marisela Zambrano. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Is it still morning? Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Miley, for the introduction. Even though I only have one student speaker for today, I mean, I wish I could choose more, but time. But I just want to shout out all my students in my caseload who are here today. Congratulations to you all. You guys are all phenomenal and deserve just as much praise as everyone else. So thank you all. The student I chose for today, though, is a very special student. I have a lot. I should just say that. So all my students, you guys are all special to me. But this one in particular, Ruta. Ruta's journey to graduation is a testament to resilience, determination, and perseverance. As a student parent, she balanced the responsibilities of family life while remaining committed to her education and personal growth. Along the way, she faced and overcame serious illnesses, refusing to let adversity define her future. Through hard work and unwavering dedication, she is earning her associate's degree for transfer in studio arts with high honors. Her achievement reflects not only academic excellence, but also the strength, creativity, and courage she carried through every challenge. Today, today she graduates as an inspiration to her family, her peers, and her community. From the bottom of my heart, I just want to tell you that I am very proud of you. And I am honored to have served as your counselor. And you will always have me. I will always just be a phone call, an email, and a doorstep away, no matter where you go. Please help me welcome my amazing student, Ruta, to the stage.
Hi everyone. My name is Ruta Yosef, but thanks to America, they changed my name from Ruta Yosef to Ruta Gabriel. I'm thanking to God who makes this day to stand here and to show my beautiful daughters. who already abandoned with from their dad because they are girls. I just come back from, I come back, I back to school after 15 years just to show them, to stand. To show them to be confident, to show them to stand by themselves. It's so hard to raise 3 kids. A new environment. I'm immigrant. I came to US 6 years ago. And I decided this hard decision just for them. But when I joined to Laney, I'm just saying, let me work for myself too. If I stand strong, I will be strong for them. When I come to Laney first time, thank you to Cynthia. She lead me. She make me everything easy. As an artist, I just think Laney is like my canvas. And people around me is like my brushes, my beautiful color. I learned a lot of stuff in Laney. Good things, which always remain in my heart, and bad things, which makes me a lesson to stand by myself. Some people, they make you down, they make you buried, but God lifted you out and make you like this. Thank you, Marcela. She was always with me in my bad situation, in my good situation. She is the only one knows. From my family, nobody knows. But she always know what's going on. I really appreciate my kids for your patience, for giving me massage, for packing me my lunch every day. Even though I cook, they are the one who pack my lunch. Thank you, my mom. She always pray for me. I never seen her for 16 years. And I never see my dad. He's already passed 2 years ago. My brothers, my sisters, my cousins, my siblings, my friends, even though I'm not mentioning any name, but thank you so much. You know who you are, by the way. So I'm not standing as a student only. I'm standing as a student worker. So thank you for admission and record. You're always in my heart. You supported me. I'm not forgetting you guys. For financial aid, I really appreciate you guys. You always supported me, and you always here. And library, all the staff, they are so kind. Even though I'm new, they always supported me. I really appreciate guys. CalWork, care as your name. You are caring a lot. Please continue. But I really want to say something. For Marcela, she's not only my counselor. She's the one who's listening to me when I'm angry. She's always listening to me when I'm crying. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you, the God who makes this day. Thank you so much who gives me this opportunity. I really appreciate it, guys. God bless you.
One more clap for my student. Next, I will introduce our next counselor, Ms. Carolyn Cornelius.
Wow. No ugly crying today. I put on mascara, if you can tell. I am so pleased and thankful for all of you for the encouragement of just your presence. It's my prayer that Judge Krashna has dispelled any false thoughts, lies about who you can become. Please know that. You can become whoever you are destined to be. My student, Niaja Miller, I'm just so honored to introduce her. And I believe Nene is in the room. Okay. She is affectionately known as Nene. When I invited Nene to speak at today's luncheon, she took a brief pause, to reflect, think about it. And her response was, if my journey can encourage somebody, I'm willing to speak. That response alone speaks volumes about who Nene is. Nene has been a part of Next Up program for a long time, fall of 2017. Along her journey, she has faced numerous obstacles and challenges, many of which threaten to derail her educational pursuits and her personal goals. But instead of allowing those circumstances to define her, she used them to develop into a wiser, more resilient, compassionate, and confident individual. I am proud of all of my Next Up students. They are amazing individuals who encourage me. Today, I am truly in admiration of Niaja for her unwavering determination and her belief that she is not her circumstances. Please join me in welcoming someone who truly embodies strength, growth, and determination. Niaja Nene Miller.
Good afternoon. Please bear with me. I am fresh off of work, so I am tired. I've been a part of Laney since 2017. Like Ms. Carolyn said, I have been through many trials and tribulations, but I am still here. I come from a big family. I am the oldest out of 9, so while attending school, I was working, trying to take care of me, siblings, my mom, so on and so forth. My grandpa is one of the most important people in my life. He had 2 strokes on the brain during the middle of my semesters in school, and that really derailed me because I felt like my world was ending. I felt like I was losing him, so I was losing myself. So for me, my school journey is dedicated to him. Everything I know, everything I've ever learned, I learned from him. So I dedicate everything I've done with Laney to him. Also, while attending Laney, I also got my barber license. I've been licensed for 2 years now. I work in security. I do a little bit of everything. You probably haven't seen me around a lot because when COVID hit, I started doing online classes, fell in love with it. It was like, I'm never going back in person. Speed this up, let's go. This will be my last year at Laney, finally. I finally completed what I needed to do. I currently have my AA in humanities as well as social sciences. I also have an AAT for psychology. I'm not sure where I'm going yet, but I'm going to figure that out when that time comes. I would like to say thank you to Miss Carolyn for believing in me. She is a big reason why I never gave up. Whether I missed a semester or two, I would still get that email and that call. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? You coming back? You know, you only got 2 more classes, you know. So, yeah, 2 classes turned into 3 degrees, 2 that I didn't even know I was gonna get. So, you know, thank you. I also want to say thank you to Feke. I know he's probably not here, but he also played a big part in my journey between the 2 of them. Without them, I don't think I would have made it through to here. Lastly, I should have thanked him first, but I want to give thanks to God because without him, I really would not be here. I'm not going to get too much into my personal story, but I will say that I should not be standing here. Statistically, they would say you wasn't going to make it, you wouldn't be nobody. I've heard those words, but I'm a very strong individual and words do not hurt me. And my goal every day is to wake up and be better than I was the day before and prove everybody wrong. I also want to give a special shout out to my girlfriend in the back. You have been a big part of my support system. The days I didn't want to get up and do it, that wasn't an option. I was getting up and doing it. When I was feeling down, you picked me up. When I just needed words of encouragement, you were always there. So, ooh, you're making me emotional. I don't do this. But I love you and I thank you for just being there and helping me through. I don't have anything else to say. My adrenaline is rushing off. So God bless you. Congratulations to all the graduates and thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Nene. At this time, I would like to bring up my colleague, EOPS counselor, Diebini Nuruddin.
Thank you, Nene, for sharing your story. What an inspiration it is. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, graduates, and their support systems. Those support systems are the people who help to push us and to get us to that finish line. And so you should definitely be taking this as a win too for all of those who have supported the graduates. So I want you to give yourself a round of applause too. All right, I'm going to introduce my student. I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm Diebini, Miss Carolyn did. I'm Diebini Nuruddin, EOPS counselor. And I have the pleasure of introducing my student. Today we're here to celebrate this graduate whose journey has been anything but ordinary or linear, balancing the demands of academics while life has been lifing. This student has shown what true dedication and determination looks like. Traveling from Richmond to make it to class, working as a student employee, and maintaining above a 3.8 GPA, earning an associate's degree in AFRAM, in ethnic studies, humanities, social science, also an associate's degree for transfer in social justice and African American studies and social justice, ethnic studies are accomplishments she has achieved. But this graduate did all of that while also being an active and devoted grandmother and hurdling hardships. This graduate's path was marked by challenges, yet at every turn, she chose persistence over doubt and commitment over convenience. Through long days and commutes, she maintained focus on her purpose and never lost sight of her goals. Her resilience is not just admirable, It is inspiring. As this grad moves forward, she carries with her a passion for early childhood development and a deep understanding of care, patience, and dedication, qualities that she has already demonstrated in abundance. Her journey is a powerful reminder that success is not determined by ease, but by perseverance. And without further ado, please join me in recognizing Angela Johnson.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angela, and it's an honor to stand here today, standing for the EOPS graduates from Laney College. Like many of us here today, my journey through community college has not been easy or traditional. Community college students carry a lot more than just books. We carry responsibilities, families, jobs, and sometimes struggles that people don't always see. My counselor asked me to speak because she said I have a story. And the truth is, many of us have stories in this room. Over the years, life has tested me in ways I never expected. I lost my husband to suicide. I lost my father. And at one point, I experienced homelessness. There were moments when continuing school felt overwhelming. There were also times when I didn't even have gas money to make it to school or work. I missed a few days, had to borrow money just to make it, and still showed up when I could. But I never gave up. Whew. One reason I refused to give up is because earning my AA degree meant something deeply personal to me. My parents valued hard work. My dad left high school early. He went to engineering school in New York and later became a merchant seaman. My mom went straight to work after high school. Their lives were responsibility and providing. Watching them shaped me, but finishing this degree was something I wanted for myself and something I wanted to show my daughter and my granddaughter to see that it was possible. And along the way, something that I'm very proud of happened. Despite everything, I made the honor roll. That reminded me that our circumstances do not define our potential. Working at Laney also played a big role in helping me stay in school. I've worked in admission and records, I've tutored in Umoja, and I'm currently working in CalWorks with the coordinator. Being able to work on campus gave me stability and the community that I needed to keep going. Programs like EOPS made a real difference. The book vouchers helped us get what we needed for class. The lunch tickets helped us get through for long days. The school supplies, counseling, and support reminded us that we weren't doing this alone. For many of us, EOPS became more than a program. It became a support system. Today, we're not just celebrating degrees, we're celebrating perseverance. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, and the moments we didn't think we would make it, but we did. As we move forward, whether we're transferring, starting careers, or continuing our education, I hope we remember this. Strength isn't about having the perfect journey. It's about continuing even when things are hard. As for me, I plan to continue my education and become a loving, attentive, supportive, and observant preschool teacher. I want to create a space where children are seen, supported, and capable, because I know what it feels like to need that kind of support. So to all my fellow EOPS graduates, our journeys may all look different, but our determination brought us to the same place. And today, we will celebrate how far we've come. Congratulations to us all.
Thank you, Angela. Now I have the pleasure of introducing my colleague, Lynn Williams, to the stage.
Whew, you guys look something fierce and special from up here. I want to acknowledge the 3 student speakers that we just heard from. Thank you for your bravery and the journeys that you've been through and will continue to go on, and all that your dreams that you have will come true. So my name is Lynn Williams, and I am the care coordinator. I have been humbling serving Laney student parents for the last 10 years. And I have learned a lot in those 10 years, and you guys have been great teachers to me. Now, for 24 years, this event is my favorite. I have heard just amazing stories of greatness, courage, and resilience of EOPS graduates. This year, the legacy continues, and as a coordinator, you know, we deal with numbers a lot, so forgive me for putting out numbers, but I want to say EOPS this year has 93 graduates, so congratulations. And it looks like all of you are here, so that's wonderful. So I want to say thank you. It's been a wonderful journey, and we're going to get ready to continue to celebrate you today. So counselors, are you ready to embrace and show love to all of our graduates? Yes. And so scholars, this is your time to shine even more. So as you come up to the stage, proudly and loudly speak your name and what you're getting your degrees in. So let's welcome the scholars.
Hello, hello, hello everyone. Can I get your attention, please? So my name is Noel Barajas, and I am graduating. I'm getting my associate's degree in architecture technology, and I'm going to UC Davis.
I'm Angela, and my major was African American Studies. I'm going to continue my education at Laney until spring of 2027, and then I'll be going to CSU.
Hello, my name is Mykese Brooks, and my major, I had 2. I have an AAT in anthropology, and I have an AA in business administration.
Hi everybody, good afternoon. My name is Danica and I'm graduating from Culinary Arts.
My name is Solomon, and I graduated for electricity. I'm going to transfer to University of San Francisco.
I'm Tammy Terry, and I'm graduating with my degree in culinary arts.
My name is Alasia Frazier, and I will be graduating with my cosmetology license.
Hi, I'm Lenisha, and I will be getting an AA degree in business administration as well as social science.
Good afternoon, I'm Netra Alexander, and I'm graduating with an AS in cosmetology and an AA in social science.
Hello everyone, my name is Davion. I'm getting an associate's degree in theater arts and I'm transferring to UC Davis this fall.
Hi, my name is Crystal Champagne Purbo, and I am graduating this year with AAA in African American Studies and Business Administration, and I'm transferring to UC East Bay.
Good afternoon, my name is Trina Perry, and I'm graduating for the Culinary Arts program.
My name is and I graduate culinary certificate arts.
Hello everyone, my name is Diana Bonilla, and I will be graduating with an associate's degree in social science and business administration, and I will be going to Cal State East Bay.
My name is Adrena Arnold, and I'm getting my associate's degree in communications, and I'm transferring to Cal State East Bay in the fall.
My name is Monique Hunter, and I'm graduating from cosmetology.
Hi, my name is Sierra Craig, and I'm getting my certificate in cosmetology.
Hello, I'm Pearl Smith, and I will be graduating cosmetology.
My name is Dominisha Gonzalez, and I'm graduating from cosmetology.
I'm Anthony Chisley, and I'm graduating with social science, communication, and a language arts degree. And I'm still undecided, but I did get accepted into every school that I applied for. So.
My name is Deasha Miller. I'm graduating with the AA in Humanities, Social Sciences, and an AAT for Psychology. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna get there.
Hello everyone, my name is Osaya. I'm graduating an associate degree in data science, and I transferred to UC Berkeley this fall.
Hello everyone, my name is Ari. I'm graduating for psychology and I'm transferring to UC Davis.
Hi, my name is Nasa.
I'm getting accounting certificate.
Hi, my name is April Davis, and I'm getting an AS in Business Administration.
Hi everyone, my name is Yizhen Huang and I graduated with a social science degree in accounting and I transferred to San Francisco State University.
Hello everyone, my name is Simon Mai. I'm major in electrical. This year I got a graduate for the AS degree, but that year I still continue my education. I hope so future in 4 years university. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Cai Changbo. I'm getting business accounting mission system information. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Xiao Chenghi. I graduate language AA degree. Yeah!
Hello, my name is Sylvia. I did the AA degree.
Hello everyone, my name is Ephraim Gabrak-Xavier and my degree is from construction management. I learned how to build and estimate price.
Hello everyone, I'm Wan Hua Hua. I'm graduate linear art. Thank you, Laney. Thank you, Laney.
Hello, my name is Jin Li Lei. I am graduating in language art. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Fan Fan Cai. I'm graduating in language art. Thank you.
My name is Ruta Gabriel. I graduated with associate degree with studio art from Laney and history of art from BCC. And working for my transfer.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carnice Woodson, and I'm getting my associates in accounting, my AST in business administration, my associates in business information systems, my AS in marketing and sales, my AA in humanities, my certificate in marketing, my certificate in entrepreneurship, and my certificate in retail management.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is DeCondra Hurt. It's going to take a minute. So for Laney, I will be receiving my AA in social service, my AAT in psychology, and a certificate in IGETSI. For Berkeley, I will be receiving my social work and human services AAT degree. I will be receiving my social and human services work readiness certificate of completion. I have been accepted to UC Merced, UC Santa Cruz,
And that's you, my bringing up the rear. These are social science, sociology. These big guys.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's give one more hand for all of our graduates. So, before we conclude today's event, we have one last special thing to do. Ms. Lynn Williams, could you come up for a second? As Ms. Lynn Williams spoke And she talked about her 24 years of service to the Laney College community. What she did not say is, y'all are her last class. She's gonna be retiring. So we wanted to honor Ms. Williams with just a token of our appreciation for all of the many years that she's contributed to the Laney College community. So I'll invite Ms. Shanice Milliken, who serves as our CalWorks coordinator, to present Ms. Williams her award.
Come on this side. Yes, I'm short. Okay. 25 years of service, certificate of appreciation. This award is proudly presented to Ms. Lynn Williams in honor of your 25 years of dedicated service, for your exponential commitment to EOPS program and your impactful leadership as the care coordinator, serving student parents at Laney College. Your unwavering support, compassion, and advocacy have empowered countless students to overcome barriers, achieve their goals, and build bright futures for themselves and their family. And I just want to say thank you for all your years of service. You was my care coordinator, so it is an honor to present you with this. And we also have flowers for you.
Lord, that's why you want me to bring my mama here.
Yeah.
This is for all of you too.
Take a picture.
This is all of you guys and all the legacy, future legacy. It's all you. You guys get me going. These
Where are we looking?
many, it's like paparazzi, huh? All these years. So I always thought I was going to go into healthcare or something like that, but this has been the greatest field I could have gone into. And I started off as a part-time person, 2001. And I wish Miss Iris Brooks was here, because she's the one that signed my paperwork to get started, and here I am, so.
Thank you, Lance.
Oh, okay. And so, and then also my support, my beautiful mother, Miss Tia. She has heard all my woes, but she just would look at me with those hazel eyes and just be like, you just got to keep going. So, thank you, Mom. I love you. I love all of you. And my co-workers, my colleagues.
So thanks again, Ms. Williams. Thank you. All right, so that concludes our presentation. Graduates, if you can make your way to the front of the stage, we're gonna take a few pictures, all right? Congratulations, and thank you all again for joining us today. Thanks.